So someone sent me a video with our friend Megan talking about, what's it called, gaining weight with a high fruit diet. Now, I'm a friend of Megan, fantastic chef, lovely girl. Where Megan is right now is where I used to be a few years ago. People would send me emails like, I'm gaining weight on fruit, and I'm like, oh wow, like, oh, what's going on here, you know? And I was like, wow, you can get fat on fruit. I used to believe that. I used to totally believe it. And I remember some good friends of mine were going, man, I'm just gaining all this weight. And I'm like, fuck, like maybe you need to eat less. I don't know, man, maybe it's the sugar. And then their family or their partner or their children would say, yeah, you know, mum's eating heaps of chocolate bars, or dad's, you know, he's still eating KFC occasionally with his mates at the footy, or still drinking heaps of beer, or, you know, slapping on heaps of olive oil and stuff like that. And the truth soon came out that people weren't doing what they said they were doing, which is fine, you know. Like, I know when I used to work in the bike shop, people would come in with a broken bike part and say, I was just riding along and it just failed on me. It was called the JRA. It was just riding along and it failed on me. Like, I remember one time a guy would come in with a broken Cannondale mountain bike, and this particular frame was just like indestructible, but he snapped it. And I'm just like, we're like, how the fuck did he snap it? Like, oh, I couldn't get over it. He got warranty anyway, but then his friend came in a few weeks later and were like, oh, you know, such and such snapped his Cannondale. Like, can't explain it. He goes, yeah, well, he's jumping off shipping crates on that bike. It's a cross-country bike and he's jumping off shipping crates. It should be on like a downhill bike. So we're like, there's always something else going on, okay? There's always something else going on. It doesn't make people bad people, okay? So if someone's gaining weight on fruit, first of all, we've got to specify, what does the weight gain objective mean? You know, like, I've had people say, I'm gaining weight. I'm like, hey, send me a photo. And they send me a photo and they're still anorexic, you know? Or they're like anorexic and they just got poor posture and they're bloated and they're thinking they're getting fat, versus they've got no stomach muscles. They've got like weak transverse abdominis and they've just got no posture. Check out the video I did with Freely recently where we made Freely look fat, and then she did correct posture and 2 seconds later looked amazing. So posture is a big one. So we've got to specify objectively, what does the weight gain mean? Because often it's just someone in their head with anorexia or body dysmorphia who thinks a bloated belly from drinking a litre of water is equivalent to obesity. So we've always got to specify, what does the weight gain mean? It's just like saying, I've got a lot of money in my purse. Well, you know, is it, what is the money in there? Okay, I've got a lot of money in here, but what is it? Now, this is a good one. I've got US bills in here. Now, this is a lot of money, but you can't see what it is, can you? You can see it's a lot of money. That could be maybe 20 bucks, or it could be, because it's $100 bills, you know, and 50s, it's $2,000, but that could look like 20 bucks in the US, the $1 bills, yeah? So you always got to be objective. I'm gaining weight. Well, is it fat? Is it just you got bad posture? You know, often people go, no, it's fat. But then you go there and you see them or you measure them and it's like, dude, you got fucked up posture, you're bloated, or you're eating too much salt, or you're eating too many tomatoes and getting inflammation, or you're still eating at TGI Fridays, you still actually are fat from the fat you're eating that you're not really telling anyone about because you're not proud of. And it doesn't make people bad people. I'm just saying, I was like Megan a few years ago, and when someone said to me they're gaining weight, I literally believe, oh, they're getting fat. Or when they said, I'm doing it 100%, man, just fruits and vegetables, you know, nothing else, you know. And when I slip up, I have just like a little bit of steamed rice, nothing else. But you look at them and you're like, you're almost obese. What's going on? So there's always something else going on. Now, you can tell if people are doing the lifestyle because they look like they're fucking doing the lifestyle. They're as lean as Freely, they're as skinny as Megan, they've got the fucking cheekbone Lance Armstrong face over time. Or they're 300 pounds down to 150 pounds over time. And I've seen it all the time. So there's no exception. There's no exception at all. If you do this lifestyle long enough, you suck right down, man. It's as simple as that. So when people write me emails, I'm like, oh, yeah, really? Oh, you're gaining weight? Well, tell me more. Send me some photos. And it's always 100% something else going on. It's just, you know, it's like, I'm eating this smoothie, man. This is 2,000 calories, all right? Like, I do hardly any sport. I do sport, but compared to what my friends are doing, man, I'm doing jack all. Okay, so this diet keeps you lean naturally over time. I know fruitarian people out there, guys who look like they could do a 2:14 marathon, yet they're so unfit they couldn't even do a 7-minute mile. Why are they so lean and slim? Because this diet long term just sucks you right up. I know girls out there like Megan or Christine or Freely And I know girls out there who do 100 miles a week training just to be as slim as them. And still, these girls who are doing 100 miles a week, eating the standard American diet or paleo diet or whatever, they're still, as soon as they get an injury, man, they're gonna blow out. And I've seen plenty of girls out there, fit, lean girls and guys, ripped, shredded, lean as me, become obese, literally obese. In a matter of years, they get an injury or they get a burnout from cycling and running. They can't train, and all of a sudden, they just eat all that shit they're eating. It just blows right out. So weight gain on a fruit diet, we should be more objective. Fat gain on a fruit diet. Can you get fat on fruit? Can you gain weight? Well, I'm going to gain 5 pounds after drinking this bad boy, aren't I? I'm going to gain weight on a fruit diet. So yes, you can gain weight on a fruit diet. Can you get fat on a fruit diet? Fat. Impossible. Anyone who's fat on a fruit diet long term isn't doing it. And it doesn't make them bad people. I'm just saying that I've got plenty of friends out there go, I'm doing it full on. And then you find out, well, you're eating chocolate bars or eating KFC still, whatever. So what happens over time, 100%, 1,000%, 100,000%, 1,000,000%, 1,000,000,000%, 1 trillion%, 1 billion, trillion, million, trillion% of the time, no exception, over time, you'll be the leanest you've ever been in your life. You'll suck it right down, all right? That's just how it is, man. There's no exceptions. So if someone's been doing this lifestyle a long time and they don't look like it, they're not doing it. That's as simple as that. If you can run a 2:30 marathon, you look like you can run a 2:30 marathon. If you've been doing the fruitarian 811 whatever lifestyle long term, you look like that. You're sucked in, you're lean, you're slim. Doesn't matter what your fitness level is. Over time, you're going to, if you're 500 pounds, eventually you're going to get to 150 pounds. Someone might see you at 300 pounds and go, well, he's not doing it. But does that make sense? You have to look at where someone started at. They're going to go down. They're going to, for men, 150 pounds, 6 foot tall is what you're going to be at long term in this lifestyle. If you do heavy weights, maybe 170 pounds. If you do no sport at all, maybe 110 pounds. But you're going to get slim, man. If you're a chick, you got to be skinny as. You look like a fucking runway model on this lifestyle long term. Maybe not that anorexic, but you got to be slim. You got to be a model leanness. 100%. No exception. Look at all the long term girls in this lifestyle. You know, even the girls who've lost 150 pounds, eventually they're going to go down and down to 100 pounds, 110 pounds, 120 pounds. They're going to get there eventually. You might see them go, oh, this person's still a bit big. Yeah, they've fucking lost 150 pounds. They're not going to look like magic overnight, but it's over time it's going to get there. It's just like if I go to Kenya today and train with the best coaches in the world, then it's going to take me still 4 years to get really up there. It's not going to happen like overnight or in a week or a month or a year. It depends where someone's starting from. So we've got to be objective, all right? And then you've got people with anorexia, eating disorders. When they write to you, they go, oh, gaining weight. So you've got, you know, like your body dysmorphia is just, you're lying to people, or you got some illness going on, you need help, but you're not really telling people the truth. And so people go, oh. So not to make fun of anyone, but you really got to be objective. When someone says something to you and it's blatantly fucking a lie, and you can tell, then you got to call them out. You got to say, well, you're not doing it, man. You're not doing it. So if you can eat 2,000 calories a day, that's fine. Do that. Me, 2,000 calories a day? I won't have any sex drive. I won't do no YouTube videos. I'll do a YouTube video once a week, once a month maybe. I wouldn't be able to do shit. I wouldn't be able to win nothing. I wouldn't be able to be who I want to be on 2,000 calories a day. Like, some people tell me I should be eating 1,000 calories a day. You know, but the people who are always saying that are the people who never have any real fitness. It doesn't make people bad, people that don't have fitness, but a lot of the people out there get caught up in natural hygiene. Oh, you shouldn't eat too much, shouldn't drink water unless you're thirsty. They've never got any real fitness. They're slim maybe, but they haven't got any real fitness, no vitality. They're never living as good as they could because you're just like, I'm eating, there's not much food today, and I'm not thirsty, yes, I'm not going to drink. And that's what happens, man. When you dehydrate under carb, you can't be zip. You don't have that punch. All right, so bottom line, fat on fruit, impossible. Here we go. I'm going crazy this morning. I've put out a $10,000 reward for the last few years. If you could show me the fat person on the fruit, I'll give you $10,000. Anybody. YouTube's my witness. $10,000 US via PayPal. Show me the fat fruitarian. So show me. Where are the fat fruit eaters long term? Impossible, man. Just like there's no fat 230 marathoners. So people are lying, they're being dishonest, they're being subjective with their measurements, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't make them bad people, but it can be confusing for the noobs. So I used to be just like Megan and believe everything people told me. But over time, talking with thousands and thousands and thousands of people, you start to learn what's really going on. All right? Again, doesn't make them bad people, but it can be very confusing for the noobs. So that's my take on it. Carb the fuck up. Eat as many calories as you want. If it's 800 calories a day and you can just meditate all day long and do fucking nothing with your life, then do that. And just laying in bed wasting air. Do that if you can do that. I can't do that. I want to change the world. I want to be out there. For me, 3,500 calories minimum. So find what you need to perform at your best mentally and physically. That's what you need. For me, 3,500. It might be. You might not have big goals. You might just want to chill out and 2,000 calories a day. Just like not too much passion, just cruising around. Don't want to have much fitness level. Whatever. So we promote 3,000 calories a day. Eat as much as you want though. If you want to eat 10,000 calories a day, do that. If you can get away with 2,000 calories a day, maybe you can do that too. Maybe if you're 80 pounds and you just live on like a meditation retreat, you don't talk, you don't deal with anybody, you don't have any stress in your life, you don't have any children, you don't have any aspirations, and you can get away with 2,000 calories a day, do that. Whatever you can eat, do it. Eat as much as you want. The bottom line, eat unlimited carbohydrate, fructose, sugary calories from fruit. Unlimited. Unlimited. Alright? If it's 800, fucking 8,000, whatever. Eat as much as you want. Don't limit your calories. Eat as much as you want. Alright? That's the bottom line. Take a message. Eat as much as you want. Eat as much as you want. Eat till you vomit, and then eat what you vomit. Eat as much as you want. Because all of long-term fruit eaters, no exception, are all slim. Are all slim. A few people out there might be like, I've got to have like striations under my eyeballs, and they're like, I've got to eat cucumbers at dinner. Whatever. That's another story. Eat as much as you want. You'll be slim, trim, healthy. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. Carb the fuck up. Post your comments and questions down below. See you soon.